What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Feels like forever since I've done a Jets recap video, but today the Jets are back in action after, I believe, an 11-day break, with the All-Star break and then everything else. It's been a long time since we've seen the Winnipeg Jets play hockey, but they were back today against the Chicago Blackhawks wearing these gorgeous jerseys, I might add. I'm going to have to find a way to pick one up. I don't know how I'm going to do it. South Asian Heritage Night, just gorgeous jerseys. I love them. These are one of my favorite warm-up jerseys the Jets have ever had. But okay, enough about the jerseys. Jets, Hawks. Jets are coming off a lengthy break. The Hawks played last night, so I'm coming into this thinking, the Jets are going to have to shake off some rust in the first. But, as the game goes, maybe they'll get into it. And that's kind of exactly what happened. The Jets were just kind of making too many passes, and, Blake Wheeler maybe thinking a little bit too much, Mark Scheifele doing the same thing, and really nobody connecting. But that all changed in the second period. Here we go, guys. We're going to start off with Josh Morrissey. Just a minute 16 into the second period, Josh jumps up into the play and buries a beautiful backhand. His 11th of the year unassisted, and the Jets take a 1-0 lead, and that kind of got them going a little bit. The Jets would go on the power play later on, and they would capitalize. They wouldn't score on the 5-on-3, but on 5-on-4, Blake Wheeler would end up tipping home a Kyle Connor shot from Josh Morrissey as well. They're picking up an assist, 2-point night for Josh Morrissey. Blake Wheeler scoring his 13th of the year on the power play, and the Jets are up 2-0. And just over 5 minutes later, Mark Scheifele on a gorgeous feed from Nikolai Ehlers and Blake Wheeler makes it 3-0. The Jets are buzzing. It's 3-0. Fantastic second period. Great answer from the sluggish start. And boys are rolling. Obviously it's Chicago and they're not a fantastic team. Played the night before. They don't have Jonathan Taves. Lots of holes in this team, but wow. That was a fantastic second period for the Jets. And all the Jets have to do is keep it moving heading into the third, right? Just stay consistent. Just kind of lock it down if you want. Try to maybe even get another one. Just finish out the night strong. But no siree. We are going to make this as stressful as possible. Tyler Johnson scores his 6th goal of the season. Remember when Tyler Johnson was really good for the Tampa Bay Lightning, when he was on all those playoff runs and everything for them? I totally forgot he was in the league. I guess he's just buried on this Chicago team. But yeah, his 6th of the year. And Chicago was buzzing after that. The Jets were just kind of falling asleep. Chicago did not look like they played last night. They did not look tired at all. I don't know if it was a rust thing for Winnipeg or what it was, but wow, the Jets did not look good in this third period. But luckily, we have Vezina Trophy winner Connor Hellebuyck back there to be, making some big plays. And obviously I'm not going to dump too much on the guys about, maybe not looking the best tonight. A big break like that is going to do that for you. Just thankfully the Jets played Chicago tonight and not, LA, New York, Boston, one of those bigger teams, right? Because I don't think the Jets would have fared very well tonight against one of those guys. But anyway, besides the point, Chicago playing very well in the third. And after about 1,000 tries that were blocked at the empty net, Blake Wheeler, the empty net king, would put home his 2nd of the game, 14th of the year, from Morgan Barron and Adam Lowry. Barron and Lowry had about 2 or 3 hacks at the open net, couldn't put it home. But Blake does finally put it home. 4-1 win for your Winnipeg Jets tonight. And this was a weird one. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Just some strange stuff going on in this game that, wasn't really a big factor, but just stuff that I haven't seen in a while. First of all, Peter Mrazek's mask came off 3 times tonight. That guy, I don't know what was going on, but he just kept taking pucks to the face, and those were some hard shots, man. So I don't know if his mask was broken or if he was just getting lit up, but wow, 3 times in one game. The fans were booing him, thought it was kind of funny. Obviously, here in Winnipeg, we're not going to forget about the whole mask situation that happened earlier on in the year against Dallas when, Connor Hellebuyck's mask got taken off his head and there was no whistle. So obviously, the fans are going to be pissed about that whenever it does happen, and it is going to be a talking point always. But yeah, 3 times tonight. Maybe get some new straps, my friend. But yeah, another weird thing that happened tonight was the game started at 9 p.m. Central Time. This was the latest start in Winnipeg Jets history since return, which I think is hilarious. Like, what? I know it's, you know, scheduling thing with the broadcasts and everything like that. But man, what a weird time to start. 9 p.m. in Winnipeg, 9 p.m. start. That's crazy. But yeah, no, Canada Life Center was bumping tonight. Fans were into it. Everybody was freaking out. And we need the crowd to be, you know, more and more into it here as we go further, as we head into the playoffs, because, hey, the Jets are going to need it. Home ice advantage is going to be huge in the playoffs, and we just have to be hard to play against. And one more thing I want to talk about is the horrific cold takes on the Hockey Night in Canada panel. I understand that these guys don't watch the Jets that often, and it shows by these takes, but oh my god, they were talking about, you know, Dylan DeMello, who wasn't in the lineup tonight, as like the Jets' 7th D, and they just legitimately didn't know that he was hurt. They were just like, oh yeah, oh maybe DeMello gets in there, and you know, Sandberg's a scratch in the playoffs. And then they went on to say that the Jets don't really need to do much because they don't want to mess up the locker room. And I understand what you're saying there. You don't want to mess up the good mojo. But if you look at this Jets roster and you say that that is an okay team to put out on the ice there, oh my god, guys, come on. You can't seriously think that, right? So, you know, obviously if you were scratching your head at those takes, take it with a grain of salt. Those guys don't watch the Jets as closely as Kevin Cheveldayoff does. Obviously, that is his job, and us as fans watching and going, what? What are they talking about? But yeah, no, some typical Sportsnet panel stuff there. I'm not a massive fan of Sportsnet and some of their takes. I don't think they're the most informed experts ever. Elliot Friedman is obviously super into it, along with Jeff Merrick, but sometimes, you know, Kevin Bieksa and some of the other guys on the panel there, I feel like they just talk for the sake of talking. But that's just my take on Sportsnet. It wasn't supposed to be a little bit of a hit on them, but guess it's going to end up being that. And the last thing that I want to talk about tonight is that Josh Morrissey is 1 point away from tying Dustin Byfuglien for most points in a season among defensemen in Jets franchise history. So that's very exciting. Josh Morrissey is obviously going to destroy it. What a season he's having. NHL All-Star, Norris candidate. What a year for this guy, man. So happy for the guy. I talk about him like all the time, but yeah, no, Josh, super proud of you, man. And can't wait to see how many points he does finish with at the end of the year here. But guys, with all that said, I am going to hop on out of here. What did you guys think about the Jets 4-1 win tonight? Were you impressed? Or were you like, I don't know, this team could have done better? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are super close to 1K. We are less than 30 subs away from it now. That's absolutely incredible, guys. You know, welcome if you're new, if you're not familiar with the content that I drop here on the channel. We do Jets game recaps, we do Jets news, we do fun Jets documentaries. We do it all here on the channel. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But guys, that's enough from me. Talk to you in the next one. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.